What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Take that, penguin. Last time... Oh boy, last time we went through probably my least favorite level in the entire game thus far. We went through the Mystic... Sparks, what are you doing? We went through Mystic Mine, only got through one level of the game. It was a very bad time. In this episode, we are going to head on over to one of the other levels here, starting with the Cloud Temples. This level is actually really neat looking with all of these things going around.
I used to be one of Avalar's most powerful magicians, until that big warlock over there stole my wand. He and his friends have used the magic within to take over the city.
So yes, we have ourselves the greatest fight between two D&D classes. Ow. Wizards and warlocks. The greatest of enemies. Anyway, honestly, the entire episode, I was very sad when I saw that the audio footage was lost. This is only, this is 2 of 2 doing post-commentary. So thankfully we'll get back to live commentary after this episode. But this one's a bit of a shame because this one actually had some really good moments. And it's just a shame that those, didn't actually get recorded. So this one is definitely more of a bummer than last time. Last time was just annoying, but this one I'm actually genuinely sad that we get to miss out on a few things. But anyway, we have ourselves quite a few things. We have these goats, which throw fireballs at us for whatever reason. A few things over here. Got another magma ball. Few more vases, even more vases, and let's not go off the edge of the cliff. Have ourselves a little whirlwind over here to get up to another level, and have ourselves not so much a study, but at the very least just a small library. I'm not even sure you'd really call it a library. Anyway, you can get on over here. There's Zoe. That's the area that we were at before, so kind of backtracking a little bit. Get the warlock right away, and the wizard can open the door for us. Or obliterate a door for us. That works too. Anyway, get ourselves a couple more gems. I thought that maybe I could use this magma ball to hit the lantern off. No, you can't. I mean, you can try. It doesn't do anything. In fact, of course I can try. There's a sheep over here! Just a regular old sheep. Anyway, you can certainly try, but... yeah, that doesn't do anything. So, not really worth doing. I'm not even sure you can. But anyway, we have a few more things over there. Another warlock and a couple of statues. So the warlock will fire 3 shots at you before stopping, and that's how you're actually supposed to confront them. You have to wait until they fire all 3 shots. I was just kind of being a bit impatient earlier. Anyway, there's some more gems over here. And over here, we have ourselves an orb, along with some sheep. Let's go ahead and talk to this dude. As soon as we get some more gems first. Some kind of interesting,
I'm a
but...
secret agent. I'm going to my secret hideout. Only members of my secret club are allowed to go there. I'm not leaving unless you hide behind that tree so you can't see me.
Alright. Are you perhaps related to Handel and Greta? Oh well. This is actually just a gigantic stealth mission, and it's a 4-star, so it's actually kind of tricky, but it's honestly not too bad. You just gotta hide behind the tree and stay far enough away from him, so that way he doesn't see you. It doesn't necessarily need to be trees, you can just be behind like these, and it'll technically work, at least if, assuming he doesn't turn around, like that. So yeah, you just kind of need to make sure that you're not very close by to him. It's a very loose definition of a stealth mission, but it is kind of like a tailing mission at the very least. You gotta make sure that he doesn't see you. So here, you just gotta go up right by, hide behind this tree. He'll turn around, he'll run over there. You gotta hide behind this tree. Still gotta be close by to him. And then he'll open up the door where that's the end of the stealth mission.
What? You managed to get here without following me? You must be a member of my secret club after all. Here, take this secret decoder. It will allow us to send secret messages.
So yeah, overall, not that bad, all things considered. It really isn't all that bad. Like, I know this game isn't exactly designed for stealth, but it definitely could have been a lot worse. Anyway, now that we're done with that little mission, we've got plenty of gems. Ooh, that's a lot of gems. There's still plenty of gems for us to get, especially since we very much need to backtrack. We did kind of just ignore everything on the way up. So, probably a good idea to just backtrack our way through here. Try to get all the gems that are here, and then move on. Overall, not really too bad. There's some that are hidden over to the side here. Wonder if that would actually... I'm not sure if that would actually be a decent place to hide where the charge bases were. I'm not sure you could actually get there without being seen, though. So, who knows how effective that would be. But anyway, we have this over here. Not exactly anything we can do with it. You can't ground pound it, so can't really do anything about it at the moment. But all we can do is just move on. So flame you, charge you. And there's another dude over here with an orb. And a gate.
Our bell towers have been invaded by trolls. You might be able to help, but you can't beat them without activating this power-up.
So we can't do anything about this until we kill 21 enemies. If you're wondering where exactly we're at, if I hit the right button, we're at 18. So we just need to kill just 3 more enemies. Make that 2. And thankfully there's 3 right there. So overall, not really all that bad. I mean, if we want, we can go back. We're pretty much at end of stage, though, so it just kind of makes more sense to keep on going to the end and then backtrack. So, we'll take down this warlock dude, grab as many gems as we can.
Spyro, you have freed our city from the claws of those evil warlocks. Please, take this orb. I foresee that it will help you on your journey.
And there we go. That is end of stage right there. Go ahead, grab these. And, well, we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
Spyro. If you want to get back to your homeworld, hold that orb and recite these 3 words. Klaatu, Verata, Ni... Nah, never mind.
I'm not sure, like, that's gotta be a reference to something, but I don't know what it is. So anyway, we're still missing a lot of gems, so there's still a bit more to do, but thankfully we've opened up this area over here, and now there's fire things here. Let's go ahead and talk to this dude.
Our mystical bell towers have been overrun by trolls, and the bells haven't been rung in days. I tried a fire spell on the trolls, but that just made them crazier. This Super Freeze power-up will chill out the trolls, but we really need the bells to ring. They'll ring if you charge into them.
So that is ultimately our objective. Freeze the trolls and then charge the bells to ring them. Not really too difficult. I also think this is the first time that we have like an ice power-up here. So yeah, basically we have to use these trolls as platforms. And this can actually get kind of tricky to get them in kind of a proper placement for them. Because for one, they don't stay frozen forever, which also complicates matters a little bit. But you need to have them at the right spot so that way you can get on over to where you need to be. First one, not really all that bad, all things considered. Remember, you have to charge the bells. And the next one is over there. Now, that one's a bit weird, but if you freeze this guy right here, you'll mess up that dude's passing. Look at him go! Okay, so yeah, basically the troll that was on top of the first one moves over there. And this is where things get a little bit tricky. Just simply because of how close the trolls are together. Makes it a bit difficult to actually, you know, put them in the right spot that you need. And you can't exactly do a little hover because you're so close. You need to let your glide go a certain distance before you can actually hover. Which also complicates matters a bit. You basically need to be at a certain distance, or you have to have the trolls at just the right height. Which, more so, the answer to get through this is the second option. Like, you need him to be a little bit higher than that, and you can freeze him at any given point. The problem is that he tends to want to be at either one of the extremes and not any of the center portions. Because you need him to be low enough so you can actually jump to where you need to be. Potentially gliding on over to where he is, too. So you freeze him like that. Unfortunately, not quite enough. Trying to actually get the glide to work is very difficult. That's actually not what you're supposed to do. Instead, all you need to do is just get them close enough together, and it works.
I suppose you want an orb for doing that. Well, I'm afraid not. There's still one bell left. You can get to it by using the whirlwind behind me.
If you wonder what the whirlwind is, it's right there! That caught me very much off guard. Because I was expecting, like, directly behind him, like, kind of, like, where the abyss was. Like, there was, like, a hidden platform there that you couldn't see or something like that. Nope, it's just right through the ice gate, and it just does it automatically. So this one is... It more so requires halfway decent timing, which is a little bit tricky because ice doesn't last forever. Your ice breath has to... only goes for a certain length of time. You can't jump to it to where you need to be there. And what you need is that second troll. Now, I thought that you could get up there using that other troll, and that's for something else. Like, for instance, you can see that there is a rocket over there. So that's where I wanted to go. Unfortunately, by the time he rolls around, the ice power-up wears off. So, again, not exactly easy, not too difficult, but more so tedious, because you're trying to wait for the proper timing. What you're actually supposed to do is kind of wait for the other troll to go around the corner, freeze that dude, and then freeze him. You don't need him to be at the very top, just enough so you can jump up, and you can easily jump to these two. Get them while they're decent enough height, and you can charge the bell.
Thanks, Spyro. I didn't think you could do it. Here, have a souvenir from the Cloud Temple's gift shop.
Oh man, gift shop! So yeah, there we go. There is our third and final orb of the area. Now, we're still not done here, obviously. Basically, we still need to get up there to where the rocket is. Unfortunately, him by himself is not going to actually get you up to where the rocket is. I tried, as you can very clearly see me doing right now. Instead, what you need to do is just have him be up here. So basically, what my initial plan was. So, if you freeze him pretty close to that, you can get enough of a glide to be able to jump over here. Light the rocket, and there it goes. Phew. So there you go. There's a lot more gems out for you. But unfortunately, that's not all of the gems. We're still missing 5. So, where are the last ones? Right behind me. Thankfully, they're not too difficult to actually reach. At first, I was thinking, oh, do I need to go and get the ice power up or anything like that? Do I need to, like, go really far away? Do I need to glide? It's actually not that complicated. There's a ledge right here. So, yeah. Do that. You can grab the gem there, get up over here, and you can flame that one too. Honestly, I think I was thinking maybe I needed, like, the fire orbs as well, but thankfully, they're finite. Well, that's not really thankful, but you don't need them. Anyway, we're done with this level. Yes, the most powerful spell of a wizard's arsenal. Polymorph. So thankfully, that level wasn't too bad. It was definitely a far cry from the other level that we had in this world, and I was really scared that, like, oh shoot, are we only going to do, like, 1 level per episode if they're as bad as that? But thankfully, no. No, they're not really all that bad. I go down here to see if this is where the race / flying section was. And yeah, it is. This is where Canyon Speedway is. I more so want to save Canyon Speedway for whenever there is, like, if we need a bit of extra time, but not enough for a full level. So that was kind of why I was saving that, because the Clown Town Temple actually wasn't really all that bad. But we move on to the next level, Robotica Farms. The only thing worse than a wasp is a robo-wasp.
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm. Could you find the time to help us get rid of them? Find your way over to the giant bug lamp and turn it on so we can zap any more feeding pests.
Alright, so that is overall our objective. We need to get on over to
Them
the...
bugs.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. We need to head on over to basically where end of stages, where there is a giant bug zapper. Anyway, we can do that, and amazingly enough, that was a fantastic shot. I turned away right at the last second. I was wondering, wait, how did I do that? And because I didn't think I hit the wasp, but I hit the barrel, and it actually knocked it back into the wasp. That was actually a really good shot. Anyway, for being a robot farm, there's actually just regular sheep here. I don't know why there's organic sheep in a robo farm, but whatever. Anyway, thankfully there are these yellow things that can help take down the wasps. Weirdly enough, they seem to be more affected by gravity than a lot of other items. Also, giant robo carrots. The wasps, if you approach them, they fire rockets at you. So that can be a bit of a pain. And then there are these Robo Beetles. These Robo Beetles kind of suck. To be fair, it takes a few times before I actually figure out what you're supposed to do to get rid of them. So we'll see how exactly you're supposed to handle that soon enough. But the way that I handle it, not the best way. Yes, you are supposed to ground pound them at the end, but yeah, I make a lot of dumb mistakes trying to do that. Anyway, kill the sheep, get the butterfly. We got this dude over here. And we have ourselves some windmills and another beetle. Kind of annoying, but hey, it still works. So anyway, got some more gems, got some more vases down here. Weirdly enough, there's a lot of gems just kind of in these dirt patches. Kind of where you would expect to be like a bit more of like a fail area. Oh, hello there, Barrel. But you do kind of just need to explore around quite a bit. Those also fall, by the way. Those are just seesaws. Like, not very well balanced seesaws, but seesaws nonetheless. So, gotta be mindful of where you are in relation to, you know, everything when it comes to that. Got another one of these. Got some more gems that we can get, as well as another dirt patch over here with more gems. And another sheep. Death to the organic life form. Wait, Spyro is an organic life form. Oh no! Anyway, got some more gems over here. Couple more over here too. Gonna grab this for later. Go ahead, get on the seesaw, get over here, and shoot you out of the sky. And there's another wasp over there. Thankfully, we're right by these. I still have no idea what exactly those crystals are supposed to be. But whatever. They take down the Robo Wasps pretty handily. So, not really that big of a deal. Trying to get through the windmills, though, a little bit trickier. Especially with these barrels. Get hit by the windmill. Thankfully, I don't think the windmills actually harm Spyro. They just kind of push him away. But now we have the beetle here. Still can't get it right. And then there's the wasp that just comes out of nowhere. So that was a lot of fun. We got electrified water over here, which is very not safe. But there's an orb over here, too. Get ourselves a few gems, and, well, before we talk to him, let's grab a few more gems. More so trying to find where there's, like, a butterfly so I can get sparks, but we'll have to worry about that later.
These darn bugs are making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows. Can you chase them down and flame them, Spyro?
So this we have to flame the bugs. Thankfully there's only 4 of them, and they basically kind of go in a set pattern. So basically they'll go from scarecrow to scarecrow, and you have to flame all 4 of them. This gets to be a little bit tricky. I got one of them right there. Because for one, you have the electrified water, so if you fall in, you'll get hurt, which I can't afford to do. I managed to get 2 more of them, but this last one kind of proves to be a bit more tricky to get. I basically just keep going in straight lines, which is kind of the problem. Going a bit too far of my way. And also, they respawn. If you take long enough, they will come back. So yeah, it gets to be a bit more of a problem. Thankfully, if you get on top of basically like these haystacks, very low-hanging haystacks, it actually works pretty well.
Fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
So yeah, you can get on top of the hay piles, and as long as you're just kind of relatively close to them, you can get them pretty easily. If you do miss, then you do kind of need to get to the other haystacks. They're also back, by the way. I don't know why. They just are. But yeah, that's basically the way to kind of go about and do this one. Not that complicated, but can be a bit troublesome if you don't know the trick. Or if you're just not fast enough. That also kind of complicates matters. Anyway, moving on. Gotta get past these barrels. Get rid of the killer wasp. Be very careful not to fall in the electrified water. And avoid you. Now, I was wondering if there was anything over here. Thankfully, there isn't. Not any gems or anything. Just leads to electrified water. So we can just move on. Grab a few more gems. Get rid of you. And we have ourselves another one of these things. So we can just use it and fail miserably in trying to hit him. There we go. Works better that time. Again, like trying to find the proper trajectory that you need for these, a bit tricky. Gravity with certain items is weird. Sometimes they're not really well affected by gravity, and sometimes they really are. I think maybe what I'm thinking of is Super Flame as opposed to just general items. But whatever. We have that, and now we figure out how to actually take care of these guys. You gotta wait for them to spin around, but they won't fall on their backs automatically. You gotta wait for them to spin, and then look for their backside. Headbutt them, and then ground pound. You do that, that's the proper way to take care of those beetle guys without getting hit. I was just always just going from the top because it didn't seem like there was anything else that I could do. And to be fair, that is the actual move that you take them out, but it's just a little extra process that you need. So, missed that over there. A couple gems over here. So in order to move on, we need to get on this seesaw. Come on, Spyro. Get up over here. Wait for it to just kind of be at the best point, and then we can get up over here. Headbutt you, ground pound you. And the weird thing is, you have this fence over here, and you have these things over here. Trying to spit these, thinking they're an obstacle. They don't do anything. Try to go after them. Invisible wall. Yeah, some weird force field just sometimes shows up. But yeah, even though it very much looks like you should be able to get through them, you really can't. Just part of the invisible wall. So go up over here. Missed that entirely. Let's try that again. Alright, take two. Head on over here. Can head on over this way. Try again, and we can get rid of you. Grab a few more gems, and thankfully, we're actually pretty much at end of stage. Go ahead and do that, grab ourselves an extra life, and here we are at the button.
Way to go, Spyro! Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Can I offer you a reward?
And for our efforts, we get another orb. Now, while it's end of stage, we do still have a lot more stuff that we need to do. There's a lot of gems over here, there's a lot more gems over there, and we get to see something that I was very much dreading. Because look what it is! It's a supercharged section!
I used to drive my tractor all around the farm, but some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you think you can clear things up with a bit of supercharge?
Oh boy, supercharged, because I absolutely loved them in the first game. So go through here, go very crazy trying to get through these pumpkins. This is not the easiest thing to get through. There's a lot of very sharp turns, and there's a ton of obstacles. It is kind of best to kind of go through things as best as you can. But with the pumpkins in the way, it does very much block your path. So that way you can only really make incremental progress. So yeah, that that's not really all that fun. It also doesn't help that it's not exactly a fantastic way to really gauge how far you really have to go. But you can see the pumpkin right behind him. That's basically the end point. So you basically have to make an entire loop. So we try again. Go all the way across here, making sure I don't run into a wall. And go over here, go up here, and I fail to jump. So yeah, not all that bad. Got through a few pumpkins. Unfortunately, not exactly great. Damn you windmills! Yeah, also trying to get back can be a little bit of a problem. I did make a joke that, like, wow, the windmills are causing me problems. They are my arch enemies. What am I, Don Quixote? Anyway, make sure you don't hit the side there. I actually thought that the windmills hurt you. They don't. They just knock you around. They're not really all that big of a deal. There's a random gem that I missed. Thankfully, you don't really need to worry too much about that other side. All you have to do is worry about this, get your timing right, go in through here, and you can get back across. There is an easier way to get back over here, though. There are some whirlwinds that will take you up, like that one. So that's actually an easier way to get up to where this place is. So you at least have some options. There are easier ways, but it's still kind of annoying to need to get back here. So try number 3, let's go. Jump. Go through here. Go across, jump. Yeah.
A fine piece of steering that was, Dragon. Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
Yeah, it is kind of insane just how I was able to do that. Like, I honestly shouldn't have made that. At least, like, looking at it through post-commentary, it looks a lot more fluid, and, like, I don't just have the adrenaline going, like, holy freaking crap, how did I do that? But honestly, I am still very surprised that I managed to do that. There's a lot of, like, small little leaps that you need to do. There's a lot of crap that just comes up in the screen. You have all the different, like, vases and gems, and especially the giant freaking pumpkins that are in the way. You have the ramps that you need to jump. That little ledge there could very easily end your run. So it is honestly kind of a shocker that I'm able to actually get it that far. So now you have these. So where did it go? It's actually right over there. For some reason, this is actually the easiest one out of all of these, like, hidden, like, popping up vases. Because all of them are within eye shot of each other. Okay, maybe not that one is within direct eye shot, but it's actually rather close by. You just go across here. Go through the windmill. And, hey, wouldn't you know it, it's right down here. And then you have to go find a windmill that isn't working. Which windmill wasn't working? I'll give you a hint. It's where all of these things are at the very end. Yep, right back at the beginning of the stage. So yeah, honestly, I'm still really surprised just because I absolutely hated the supercharged sections in Spyro 1. Especially when you have to do, like, a double. Oh, by the way, we're missing, like, 41 gems. Especially when you have to do, like, a double supercharge. Those were the worst. Thankfully, Spyro 2 hasn't had any of those. And I was honestly afraid that I would need to, like, do that. Thankfully, with this one, you do need the supercharge to get all those gems. Thankfully, that's not really too bad. And now we're only missing 6 gems. So yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of supercharge just because of how fast you're going and how much of a problem it is. I mean, if you saw with, like, Hurricos how much trouble I had doing that. And even then, that wasn't too bad, but still. It can be a bit troublesome to do supercharges, and I'm not a big fan of supercharge, but hey, got through that relatively easily, only in 3 tries, which I'm still proud of myself for doing that in 3 tries. But we are done here at Robotica Farms. So with that, thankfully, we're done here. Let's go home.
Oh! Hey, hey!
Kind of feel bad for the Robo-Wasps at the end. Like, they're just imprisoned in the crates, and then they're let up, and then their instincts take over, and it just brings them right to a bug zapper. Kind of feel bad for them. But, whatever. We've been doing some very good progress here, and we are going to go ahead and call it a day. So, next time on Let's Play Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. We only have 2 more levels to get through, actually. We just need 800 gems to get probably like 65 orbs or total, so just 6 more orbs. And then just fighting Ripto. We are almost done here. All we have left is Metropolis and Canyon Speedway. So, unless Metropolis takes an extremely long time to do, we should be able to get done with both both levels. Honestly, 2 episodes is all we really need to finish the game. Guys, just do the levels and then Ripto. And hopefully we won't have any more audio issues. Hopefully. I'll make sure. These were the only 2 that I recorded in the same batch. So with any luck, we won't need to do any more post-commentary. So until next time, everyone, take care.